Hello, genius. Your life and your freedom are the most important things you possess. In this video, we will go over savings and investments, and I will tell you exactly how I received more than 30% return on my investment during the last Trump administration, or as I like to call it, the freedom to live a simple life. The best financial advice I've ever received was from my dad when I was a kid. He told me to save at least 10% of whatever money I made. I heard him and I took it in, and quite often I even did it. But it seems like every time something or someone always got in the way. Either there was an emergency or there was this fun thing I wanted to do. Saving and investing was a thing that I've always done on and off. But about 10 years ago, I was in my bed sick. I have several chronic illnesses, so from time to time, I am bedridden. Other than my ebook, I don't really keep electronics in my bedroom. But since I was in bed anyway and I couldn't do anything, I decided to solve a problem. I was going to solve the problem of why I was not financially solvent. So, on my 10th book, yes, I'm a speed reader, which was The Richest Man in Babylon, the words of George S. Clason struck me like a bolt of lightning. He said, "A part of all you earn is yours to keep." And this means that the first 10% of everything you earn is the foundation of your wealth. Clayson goes on to tell us, no man may climb higher without their feet planted firmly on this step. So therefore, if you violate this rule, you can acquire more wealth because you have not built the proper foundation. To achieve financial freedom, you have to stop worrying and simply take a deep breath, assess your financial situation, and figure out how you're going to save at least 10%. Because this small thing has the ability to change your life. Just like lying in bed and reading all those books changed my life. After reading all these books while lying in bed, barely able to move, I began to write. I didn't want to write because I was just so tired and sore, and every word was so much physical pain. But the result of this writing was Financial Life Plan, the instruction manual. I feel almost embarrassed to say I wrote the book when in truth the book just kind of flowed through me. I don't completely understand it, but I am so very grateful. I mean, I'm inspired to write. I write on a daily basis. But this book wanted to come into the world. It was like willing its way through me. So it is my hope that this simple money book helps many regardless of their financial situation. After receiving this financial information, I began to take my finances much more seriously. Although I've invested in the stock market before and mutual fund and lost everything twice, I could not wrap my head around what I was doing wrong. It felt like I was gambling, like I was just throwing dice, and all my hard-earned money was blown away at the roll of a dice. I was not respecting my money. In order to feel more grounded and to begin to build the foundation for my financial future, I began to study index fund again, or exchange traded funds. These funds are spread across the stock market index rather than just one particular thing. This is like hundreds or thousands of companies rather than just one thing. Therefore, instead of putting all of my eggs in one basket, so to speak, I put my eggs in many baskets all across the financial market. Try to use exchange traded funds like I did, you will have to do your due diligence. Look at their perspectives and check out their history for at least 10 years. This will give you an indication of how this exchange traded fund will perform over the next 10 years. I consider exchange traded funds a have and hold investment. This is an excellent time to get into the market because if it goes high, you make a lot of money, and if it goes low, you can get some at the lowest prices, and when they go high again, you make a lot of money. And I'm almost leery of telling you what I invested in to make more than 30% return on interest because I don't want you to think that this is ideal or that I am endorsing any specific exchange traded funds. You really have to do your due diligence. That said, the foundation of my exchange traded fund portfolio are large cap funds, mid cap funds, and emerging markets. I use dollar cost averaging to invest. That means I invest a modest amount of money on a monthly basis to put my money to work for me. And that, in a nutshell, is what it's all about, putting your money to work for you. That is the way to become financially solvent. Instead of always working hard for every last dime, put a few of those dimes aside and allow that money to go to work for you. We are in an economy and a political climate where we have to be able to take care of ourselves. Taking care of yourself, especially if you're young, means making a few sacrifices now so that you can have a better life a little later, or you can meet emergency expenses without having to borrow from anyone else other than yourself. Well, I call this my quiet money club, even though I'm the only member. It's like quietly amassing wealth so that you may have the freedom to choose the way you want to live your life. The rules are simple. Save at least 10% of your income so that you can put it to work for you. Control your spending. Adhere to a budget. Give to others from your abundance. Investing in yourself is well worth the time and effort. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace and blessings to you.